All right, so we want to welcome you guys back to another episode of the Brango Show. Unfortunately, our co-host, Kizzi Belfon, isn't able to make it today because she's studying for, actually not studying, but she's preparing for her med school applications. So unfortunately, she's not here today, but we have a fabulous guest co-host for the day. His name is Brandon, also known as DJ Show Crime. Hey, Brandon.
Hey, Brandon. Hey,
welcome to the hot seat.
I'm happy to be here, man. It's not that hot. It's kind of medium warm right now. You know.
It's going to get hot now. It's going to get hot.
Bring the heat, man. I'm ready for it.
So we have a question today from a viewer.
So we have our question from the viewer. It's Sharon in London.
Hey,
Sharon says,
overseas, yo.
You guys ready?
London town, right?
Mm-hmm. She goes, hey ladies, just wanted to know, what do you think about cheating? Why do you think people cheat? Hold up. And if your partner cheats, would you take them back?
Oh boy.
Oh,
really,
Lord.
Sharon? Really?
Wait.
Jesus, Sharon, she just opened a whole
This is about
Pandora
to get
box.
crazy.
Okay, so I think we need to break it down just a little bit.
Yeah,
let's
we need to
define
define
cheating. What is
because
cheating?
there's different kinds of cheating, you know. So
Yeah.
we have to really clarify.
This is perfect for you, though, to
Why-
be on
why
here.
me?
Yeah, let's
No,
get it
because
from
we
the
need to get the male's
Okay.
perspective. So this is
What's
perfect.
cheating? I've never been cheated on before, but I'm gonna say cheating in the grand scheme is having an emotional connection with someone else, or not have something you can tell your girlfriend or boyfriend about. You know, you want to hide from them. That's
secrets.
Yeah.
That's kind of being cheated.
I agree. I agree with the whole emotional thing. I think it's emotionally, because if someone feels like they have feelings towards you and you're leading that person on, even though you're in a relationship, that's cheating.
That's
because emotional attachment is dangerous.
Right. Exactly.
And then of course also the physical.
Obviously, that's
you know, that's a no-no.
Yeah.
So all physical cheating, like one kiss.
All physical.
Because
you
one
entertain
kiss,
it.
of course.
One kiss.
You're actually engaging. It's more than
Exactly.
entertaining.
And then if it's something that you can't tell your partner about, it's a secret.
So
yeah,
I think cheating is the betrayal of expectations, and I think that it's when you're intimate with, like you said, with someone else besides your partner, but if you're in an exclusive relationship.
Right.
Okay.
And that includes kissing.
Right.
So one kiss is an automatic cheat.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is flirting cheating?
I think to an extent, because
I think it can lead to it. Opens a window to.
Okay.
Right.
I think flirting is natural. I mean, women flirt, I think, more than guys do by nature. Guys flirt. But, I mean, I think when you act upon flirting, that's become cheating. But flirting is natural. Like, you have to flirt.
I think it depends
You
on
don't
the
have
level.
to
flirt.
flirt. Stop it. You don't have to flirt.
But it's a very natural thing, to see someone cute or someone you engage with, or at your workplace.
To be attracted to.
And
But there's levels to it.
There's levels
because
to it.
if you see somebody attractive, you're friendly and you smile and talk and socialize. But if you're really going in and you touching and rubbing and giggling, then that's
making
you're really entertaining some mess there.
And the other person feels like they can get you.
Right, right.
And
men love a challenge, so.
Yeah.
Of course.
So would you guys take your partner back if they cheated?
That's a good one.
Has anyone ever been cheated on?
I never have. So
I
don't know how it feels.
Not that
I have to say not that I know of too.
Yeah, not that I know of.
I've been cheated on. I think that it depends on the situation. I think it depends on the level of cheating, what exactly happened. It's just so many different things. Like, you have to really pause and look at yourself.
Yeah.
And not look at yourself as in, what did I do? How am I wrong? But really, just look at yourself and say, is this the right situation in the first place?
Like, is it worth it to
Is it worth
person?
it to be with the person? Is it worth it to continue on? Like,
because you have to think about it too, and just like analyze the situation. Was it like a one-time thing,
was it a
or was it a relationship? You invest in time and money and things like that.
Lord Jesus, don't talk about money.
I think if I were cheated on, I don't see the relationship working after that at all. I
even after a couple of years of investment time, like you invested 2-3 years.
Then why are you cheating on me?
How about you have kids?
We'll get to that point. Yeah. Why cheat on me? But
me personally,
but you cheat on a one night stand. Like you married, have a kid, 4 or 5 years.
Why do you need? Why did that need to happen? What got you there?
Okay.
Right? And I'm not even giving I'm not thinking about that. That's besides. Once you cheated, and it has to
So
be
you
over.
think
I'm going to drive myself crazy.
For you.
Yes, I'm going to drive myself
Okay.
crazy, and then I'm going to drive you crazy because it's always going to pop up. If I see any little thing, I'm going to be like, oh, remember, you know?
I disagree,
so
though.
It's not going to work.
And I think it does depend on where you are and, you know, your situation. I've always said, like, things that would make me really leave would have to be like abuse or addiction. So if the infidelity is an addiction where he is just bugging out, constantly, always doing it, then I have to go. If I'm being abused, you know, emotionally, physically, then I have to go. But I think adultery or cheating, it kind of depends on the situation. Because for me, if it was a one-night stand, I wouldn't be as quick to just be like, no, I'm not, that's it. Because I have a lot of time invested. I have a son, you know what I mean? So
okay, so what if he told you, like, he came to you and said he had a one-night stand?
Okay.
Right?
Well, I mean,
Really
you
trying
have
to make sense of
to
this.
you have to analyze the situation. It does just because he said it's a one-night stand doesn't mean it's a one-night stand. You know what I mean?
That's what would drive me crazy.
So,
yeah, but you're not gonna just stay and then that's it. Like, okay, all right, it's a one-night stand.
But he came out and told you though, so I mean that shows some kind of like.
Did he come out and tell you?
That's just he said. He told her. Like, she didn't find out. He told her.
So you have to, you know, assess it. You're not gonna get back with him right away. You might have to take some time. It might take a while. You distance yourself. You analyze and figure out what you want to do. If there's children involved, you have to consider that as
finances, you know.
Yeah, a lot of things because you might be everything is commingled, and now all of a sudden you drop with this.
You gotta have your own
figure out. Take a minute and figure out.
Even with your separate account, you have children or you have whatever.
Well, yeah, it's different.
Of memories.
I think the situation would definitely be different if you're married with kids and other
it
than
make
a boyfriend and girlfriend.
Okay, so
it doesn't make the decision to be or to not be any easier, but it just adds like another
layer to it.
I think that would make it.
It could make a little. It could make a little. I mean, being a year in and then being 5 years in is a big difference. I mean, so you know, cheating is a tricky subject. There's a lot of variables involved. So
yeah,
it is.
Because I mean, boyfriend and girlfriend, I feel like it's definitely easier to say like we're gonna split. Like it's a wrap.
I would say.
But if you're married, you have, like you guys said, you gotta think about your finances are together, the kids, and you know all these kind of things.
And sometimes a lot of people worry about the outside. Well, what is my family gonna say?
What is everybody gonna say?
You know what people gonna think about me. My happiness is more important.
Way more than somebody else's opinion.
It has to be.
So that's personally, everyone's not the same. You know, everyone's like takes opinions differently. So
right.
You know, so it goes with like, why do people cheat though?
Why do people cheat?
So what are the reasons?
Why do you think people cheat?
There's millions of reasons.
Well, I have a few reasons.
A lot of reasons.
What would you say?
I would say insecurities plays a big part. I would say
scared of commitment. I know someone that. Well, let me try to explain it. So I know someone that has an amazing girlfriend, right? She's amazing. She'll do anything for him. She knows him inside out. But he feels that if he gives himself just to her and remains faithful to just her, and if she did mess up and cheat on him, he would be crushed. So he needs to have a fallback.
Just in case.
Just in case she messed up, because she would completely break his heart.
That's not like a personal thing.
That sounds like insecurity.
For him, a lot of insecurities.
It is.
But
a lot of times too is what you see growing up, so what you're used to.
Right.
You know what I mean? A lot of times, sometimes I think that men cheat because their women allow it.
Yeah.
Because the
what
first time,
the
first time, okay, it's a mistake.
I get what she's saying.
He messed up
or
whatever.
If he gets caught,
right?
And you say, oh, it's
and
okay.
you let it. Not that you say it's okay, but you let it go or whatever. You guys get past it. But he continues. When it becomes a habit, you're allowing that.
Yeah.
Exactly.
You're definitely
allowing that. You're enabling it, right?
But why
just like you teach people how to respect you. And what you're gonna accept is the same thing. If you're constantly cheating on me, then
you're constantly saying
and if I stay, then I'm accepting that. Like I'm telling you, it's okay to do that. I teach you how to treat me.
Right.
So I'm not gonna stay if it's something that is continuous. Yeah. And, you know what I mean?
Well, okay. So I get asked a question a lot as a guy by a lot of females. I have a lot of female friends, and this is my full-out theory on it.
Okay.
First off, I don't personally believe monogamy is a natural thing, and that's proven. I'm saying.
You said,
I've heard a lot of guys say that.
No, but I'm not a guy that says it and doesn't back it up. I've studied it for a while. why do guys cheat? Mostly guys cheat because it sounds silly because we want to have sex. Like, it's not a drawn out explanation. We see a girl like her. It's newness.
Biological aspect.
A biological aspect. Guys are hunters. We like to hunt and gather. And that's why when guys cheat in relationships, it's more acceptable. It's like, all right, fine. But when a girl cheats, it's like he's crushed because we know it's an emotional connection you have with someone else, and that's a deep thing.
If I'm a good woman to you and I'm doing what I need to do as a woman, then you need to be faithful. You need to remain faithful. Otherwise, it's not going to work.
Right.
As long as we establish that this relationship is exclusive, then you are making, also within that exclusivity, you're making a decision to be faithful.
Of course.
Right.
And once you break that decision to be faithful, you're cheating. No two ways about it. I don't care about biology. I don't care about society.
I wasn't saying the reason why.
Right.
I'm not saying it's right by today's standards, but that's the reason where it comes from. I think what I'm saying. It's hard to sometimes.
So what about women then? So what about women? Like talking 2015 nowadays. Why do you think women do the cheating? Because a lot of times women are cheating.
And they're good
at it. But why? What do you think? In terms of why?
Women?
I think partially because they don't feel fulfilled by the man.
Of course.
Especially if the finances are in disarray on his end. They don't feel fulfilled. So they seek that validation.
I think that we're more, in 2015, we're more empowered. We're holding bigger jobs and we're doing much more. So it allows us the room
you guys have a big power switch.
So now we're not dependent on your money, for the house or the home.
And it's like, I can do what the man does.
Right, we can do it.
Yeah, and you guys have, especially with the advent of social media, you guys have choices every 5 seconds. Like, every 5 seconds on social media or something, you guys can hit up.
Oh, God.
So you can be like, my guy's acting up. Well, I can have him. So, like, you guys feel.
What do you guys think about social media, about technology today? Does it make it easier for someone to cheat?
Absolutely. And we're more accessible. We're so much more accessible now.
You guys really
Back
choices.
in the 1950s, my grandmother did not have direct message. My grandfather did not have direct message.
She was not getting hit on.
She was not getting hit on every 5 seconds.
Ohio.
Okay, so I have the experience of being the cheater.
Really? Okay, what's the story behind that?
Interesting.
I mean, okay. I think it depends because it has to do with where I was in my life before I had my son. So I was a little more free and like whatever, didn't care, less settled.
Okay.
And I feel like I cheated because I wasn't being fulfilled. But we had a conversation and he would just sit and listen. I guess it was listening while I'm talking and I would try to do it in a certain way. Because
if your partner is telling you, is openly telling you, this is how I feel, this is what I'm not receiving from you, this is what I need, and you're not paying attention, where you're gonna switch things up, then you kind of deserve what you get.
So wait, are you saying you're validating the cheating at that point? Why can't you break up with
it?
Because you said you deserve what you get.
No, because it's you. I got you, bro. I got
you.
But no. Okay, no. So my first thing, I'm just speaking on her situation, but my first thing would be, break up with them.
Right,
because if you're constantly telling a person how to treat you and they're not giving that to you, then the relationship is just not going to work.
And I think he wasn't taking it as seriously as I was. So it was like a disconnect.
I don't think so.
You don't think so?
You gotta work on that, man.
I don't think so, because I feel like if I'm constantly telling you something, even though it's emotional, and I'm constantly telling you, and you're not feeding that emotional aspect of what I'm telling you, that for me is a reason to think about leaving. I mean, everybody tells you pray and this and that, you do all those things.
I won't tell you pray.
Try to
call on me.
No, but well, thank you.
I'd rather help you back.
I mean, I do agree with you. Do have to try, and I do also think that in marriages there's always a peak and a valley. So it's gonna come a point where you hate their guts, and it's gonna come a point where you don't love anybody as much as you love them, and that's just the name of the game. But I think that if you really sit with yourself and how long is this going on? You know, how long are you constantly telling him this is what I need from you, but you're not giving it to me? It's going to come to a point where I'm not going to take that anymore. With a child, because I need to be emotionally stable with myself in order to teach my child how to be emotionally stable as well. So if I'm not being, you know, a good role model for her, then I'm going to have to start to think about leaving that relationship, as difficult as it is.
It's hard because we have the most divorces, you know, in history at this time.
Of course.
And we're all, I guess, the same age group. It's going to get worse for the people below us because, no offense, society below us is very narcissistic. Everyone thinks they are someone special when they really are. No offense to anyone out there, but, you know, they live in a very self-delusional world. Me, guys and girls. So it's going to be harder for people below us, you're 21 right now, 22, when they get older and decide to get married, if that worse divorce rate, because they're like, you know what, I'm bored of you. In 5 minutes. People get bored easily now.
It's a lot.
And then they play the blame game. Oh, you made me cheat.
You don't take any responsibility. You have to take responsibility, because I looked back and I'm like, okay, well, what could I have done to, you know, foster a better level of communication? And it wasn't that I wanted another relationship. I just wanted that attention that I wasn't getting from him.
But then he was still doing something right.
He was there, and he was there for a long time. You know, the family, and
so what made you guys break up?
It was comfortable because I got to the point where, okay, this is not enough. A different place now with an amazing person, and I would never think about doing that. You know what I mean? If I'm not happy or I'm feeling away, I would communicate with him. And he's the type of person where we can communicate effectively and, you know, get to the core of the problem before any craziness were to happen. But I think somebody had mentioned, like, once a cheat, always a cheat. I don't think that's true.
I don't agree.
No,
I don't think that's true.
I don't think that's
because
true.
I have cheated before, but I'm not a cheater. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna put that stamp on myself to say this is what I do, because it's not.
Yeah, just like there's many different reasons for cheating. I feel like there's many more reasons for you to be faithful.
And I respect someone that, and this is so weird, I can respect you if you were cheated on and you take the person back. You allow them to change, and you
give them a chance.
A second chance. I respect someone that can do that, but I just can't see it for myself.
I've seen that too. I have friends who were horrible cheaters. These guys are horrible cheaters. Girls taking that over and over, and now they're married, and this guy's faithful as a bone. Like,
wow.
He's married now. They have a kid together, and they're like, he is.
And that probably made their relationship stronger because they were able to get through that.
Yeah, because he got caught a lot of times, and I was like, they broke up, got back together. And
some people feel like, you know, if you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you don't really have to be faithful to that person unless you're married.
Yeah, but that goes, you have to set the standards from early on.
You do.